Ko here from Stomp USA. At the age of 44, I realized that I'd spent a lot of years practicing all different trumpet methods and methodologies to learn how to play the instrument, and more specifically, to learn how to play in the upper register. And I realized that I was pretty unsuccessful. The reason I say that is I was really stuck at about a high D. I could play high Ds from kind of when I woke up after I warmed up to when I was going to fall asleep at night. But that was it. I mean, occasionally I'd hit a note a little bit higher, but not with any consistency, and certainly not with a great sound. And I'd studied every method you can imagine. I'd studied the Arnold Jacobs Chicago School from Vince Panzarella, who was in the New York Phil for 25 years. I'd studied from Bill Adam when I was on the road. I took a few lessons from him. I was fortunate enough to study from Gary Grant, who showed me a lot of his ideas along with a lot of the stamp ideas. I'd studied Claude Gordon from guys. I'd taken Caruso from a few guys, including Howie Shear and Bobby Findlay, Chuck's brother. And I knew John Madrid, who showed me a lot of things. But you'd think I'd be a better player. But here I was at the age of 44, stuck at this high D. And I thought, man, how many more exercises do I have to do? How much stronger can my face get? I mean, it felt to me like my chops were so strong I could bite a door off. But yet here I was stuck at this high D. And I'm wondering, how come friends of mine like Jim Manley, Lynn Nicholson, Gary Grant, John Madrid, the other guys I mentioned, how come they can play high and I can't? How much stronger could their chops really be than mine? How much stronger could their diaphragm muscles really be than mine? It just didn't make sense. How come James Morrison, who I was fortunate enough to meet and spend some time with, how come he could take 2-3 weeks off, come back, and the first note he plays is a high G? How come Jim Manley can wake up in the morning and play a double C virtually immediately, and I couldn't? So I said, it's got to be something else. It's got to be that there's a technique involved in this. It can't be just about weightlifting, because my chops were strong. So I went on a journey of experimentation, and I got help from not only the people I had studied in the past, and I remembered what they were saying, but a lot of help from Jim Manley and Lynn Nicholson. And if you're looking for a bunch of exercises to do, and after you do all these exercises and you do this routine and you do this routine in some amount of time, you're going to be able to play in the upper register, this is not going to be it. What I'm going to do is attempt to explain the experimental process I went through to learn how to play in the upper register easily and not have it be a weightlifting activity, not have to warm up for 30 minutes or 45 minutes or an hour or two, and not have to play every day, because I don't want to be a slave to the instrument. I want to play trumpet because I enjoy playing trumpet. And when I'm playing trumpet, I want to be doing things that are enjoyable, not the same old boring routine over and over and over again. And what I can tell you is, if you want to do it, you can do it. But it takes some experimentation. You can't sit in front of the TV back like this and just playing Clark studies over and over again, or range studies. You're going to have to put some time in, some thought in. You have to do some experimenting on your own and figure out how it works for you. And this can be done by anybody, whether they're a commercial player or a classical player. So this is the first installment of these videos, and I hope you enjoy them. And if you enjoy them, tell your friends, they can check it out. If you don't enjoy them, then send the link to somebody you don't like. Have a great day.